right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Okay, a little off yesterday on the sleep,
Yeah.
so I wanted to. Today was more like a drill on the sleep.
You're like,
So
don't go too quick.
don't go too quick. Got to make sure you're on
Mhm.
time
Mm-hmm.
because we want to finish Friday strong, right?
Absolutely.
That's what we wanted. Oh, little hiccup there.
It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
I have said that since day one.
I invented that phrase. Don't
Well,
look it up.
that's
Just
great
trust
and
me.
everything. You might have invented it, but I made it famous.
Mm,
So that's just how it goes. Kind of like,
okay.
you know, I don't know if Neil Diamond did "I'm a Believer" first, but then the Monkees made it famous. But
That's a good question.
you don't know.
I don't know either. I would assume it's Neil Diamond, but I'm not sure.
Well, but
But I
you
don't know
know, something made it famous. So if you invented the phrase "I made it famous," that's okay.
why couldn't Neil Diamond make it famous. He was
Well,
famous and not. They were both like in the '60s, and I mean Neil Diamond really probably hit his apex in the '70s, but
yeah,
started in the '60s.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I don't know.
I like the Neil Diamond. He's a solid
You
act.
know what
Fun to
I
listen to in the
appreciate
car.
I appreciate Neil Diamond the same way I appreciate Billy Joel for the fact they both wrote a bunch of great songs.
Yep.
Like you hear Neil Diamond or Billy Joel, you're not turning the station, but
Mm.
neither were ever cool. It was never cool to like Neil Diamond. It's never been cool to like Billy Joel, and they're both really, really, really
I
good.
disagree, sir.
Okay.
I felt cool liking Billy Joel back in the day. I did. Today, however, I quite often skip Billy Joel songs.
Now? Why? What is it about Billy Joel that you all of a sudden
It grates on me.
like? What's like what song? Is there a song that you're like, you know what? I can't. If I hear Piano Man, I love piano. There's not a single Billy Joel song that I don't like. I don't think.
I don't know what the reason is, but I just almost without thinking just reach for the next button when Billy Joel comes on. I can't really Downeaster Alexa I hate.
I
We
didn't
Didn't Start
love
the
it, but I didn't
Fire
hate it.
is just
It's great.
overdone. But
No, oh my God, that was one of
yeah,
the best songs of
I
all
couldn't
time.
I agree, but it's just too much. Let's see. What else is there? And I'm not crapping on the guy at all. Moving Out, hate that song.
Moving.
Um
I'm not crapping on the guy. I'm just reading off a list of his
what I'm
music
saying
that
is I know he's
hate
got
and
fans and I know he's got a huge fan base. Otherwise, he wouldn't be
there's
selling out Madison Square Garden
right.
for weeks on end, right? I
Mm-hmm.
get it. I
Yeah.
do, and I appreciate the guy's work. Unlike the
Yeah.
Eagles, who were five
Oh,
turds
stop!
that didn't have
Don't, dude. You can't.
five
You
unemployed
lose.
turds.
You lose all credibility when you
Look,
start pretending the Eagles aren't great.
Genesis.
Oh,
Right there,
Jesus.
Genesis.
We can't. We cannot revisit. We had
Anyway,
the debate.
back to Neil
It's
Diamond.
been decided a decade plus ago.
So anyway, back to Neil Diamond, Billy Joel. Neil Diamond, Cherry comes on, I'm listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
America comes on, I'm listening to that. Dun, 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 dun. Tracklin' Rose, yep, I'm on that.
Sweet Caroline, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But Billy Joel, for whatever reason, I just tend to up next. You know,
is it a
left.
voice? Is it because that was Phil Collins to this day for me. There's something about his.
Isn't he great? Oh
Jesus.
my God, let's
Dude,
talk
see,
about.
I'm trying to have a serious
I am
intellectual musical discussion, and I'm trying to figure out why I detest the voice of Phil Collins.
I can tell
I don't
you
know why it gives me a headache. There's something about his voice that does it. Now, I'm not.
Jesus,
Look,
he knows me.
They sold a bunch of albums. Genesis has their place. Fine. I'm not a fan. You have the right to be a fan. I don't like any of their songs.
Well, it's because
but
you're
I give the devil his due. But I give the devil his due. Whereas you just completely dismiss the Eagles without saying, "Hey, look, this is arguably the most successful American rock band of all time that created a whole new genre of music, country rock, that nobody else pulled off. Nobody did, at least not on that level." So,
oh, you make my head hurt.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm coming at you with facts and data,
You're
and
not.
I know you have a hard time. You have a hard time processing facts that aren't, imbued with your own
Oh,
emotions.
I beg you to
So
change that tone, sir.
there's no. I don't know. My tone is perfect. I'm striking the
Oh, you see
perfect
right here?
balance
Look
here.
at that. I just did
Mhm.
a Google search on the best American rock band. Guess what comes up? It ain't the Eagles.
What is it?
According to this list, on top it's the Velvet Underground,
Oh Jesus!
followed up by
Oh
the
God!
Beach Boys, the
Stop!
Doors, and
Oh,
Van Halen.
stop!
I'm just saying,
Stop!
dude.
That
That's Google.
stop!
Google doesn't get it wrong.
Oh, God, Google gets a shit ton wrong. Don't get me
Oh, I don't
started
think
on
they do.
Google. We
I
bring
don't think
back
they do.
We need to bring back Yahoo. I know it's still out there, but Google just decided, hey, we're taking over everything.
Oh, here's another
Don't get me
list:
started on Google.
Beatles, Stones, Prince, Queen, Guns N'
Beatles
Roses,
weren't an American
AC/DC.
rock band.
Well,
Beatles were a British rock band.
dude,
So were the Rolling Stones. So are the Who.
oh,
Oh,
here's the
Jesus.
big four. Oh, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. I don't
Oh,
see the Eagles on
God.
that list.
Metallica. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The
Hey,
Eagles all vomiting at once sounds better than Metallica.
listen, Mr. Anne Murray T-shirt.
Hey, God
Um,
bless. Yeah, I wear that unironically. Although Max didn't let me wear. I wanted to wear it. Max was no. You're not wearing that in public. We're good. Yeah, I'm no. Last time I wanted to wear it
all
out.
right. Anyway, have you got some news for us today? Well, I
Yes, I do.
and you
A
want to know
lot of
what?
stuff.
I'm going to tell you something. This Genesis CD
Oh Jesus.
still sealed. That's going to
Oh,
be a
of
collector's item.
course, because nobody wants to listen to it.
No, I want to listen.
All right.
But
Here we go. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has reversed its marketing ban on popular e-cigarette company Juul. The reversal with the Juul Labs comes almost 2 years after the health agency ordered Juul's e-cig and vaping products to be taken off the market. The company has long claimed its product can be a tool to stop smoking cigarettes. Now, two things can be true at once.
yep,
E-cigarettes are not healthy for you. They're not. But are they a better unhealthy option than conventional cigarettes? Probably. The issue remains what is going in, what chemical, what
right,
unknown additive is being put in. Because I think as they initially came out, they were fine because it was just you were smoking water vapor.
right.
I think since then, other additives have been put in that have, I believe, caused health problems. Now, I may be
Well,
wrong on this. I
I
may
don't
be
know
wrong
either.
on that. But at the same time, e-cigarettes have been used in Europe as a way to get people off of
On a ramp
conventional
down
cigarettes.
program. Yep, on a
There you
ramp
go.
down. However,
But that doesn't make them healthy.
it does not.
It doesn't make them healthy.
I will tell you this though, it does make them amusing when you're at a stoplight and somebody
Mm.
is clearly working on that ramp down program, and they
Yeah,
exhale, and it's literally a
it's weird. It's a
smokestack coming
plume.
off
Oh
the
yeah,
yeah. The Love Boat couldn't
it
put out a
just looks
smokestack like
weird.
that. Yeah,
My nephew, I got a 23-year-old, I got a 23-year-old nephew that's been smoking e-cigs I think since he was 18, and it just is an odd look because when people back in the day would, and they still do because some people still smoke, it looks normal whether you're talking a cigarette or you like to puff on the occasional cigar, which kind of looks cool. Like I think you and I would have if you and I were to go to a cigar bar or something, I think that would be a fun thing. That's something I could get into,
yep.
like to have one or two on rare occasion, because I've had them before. There's something cool about smoking a cigar. The e-cigs, it just looks weird. There's something weird and kind of off-putting about
I'm
it.
with
It's
you.
just not my thing.
All right.
All right. Moving on, monkeypox is still hanging around. This, according to a recent study by UCLA, cases are still circulating at low levels with occasional localized outbreaks in cities like Chicago and Los Angeles. Gay and bisexual men are at the highest risk. However, cases are still dramatically less than that 2022 outbreak. So, again, be careful
Be careful and keep
out
an eye
there.
out for poisonous spiders. That's another thing
There
you
you
got
go.
to worry about.
Two things. Oh, it's it. Now I've heard these things. Now these things aren't like deadly poisonous. I don't know if they're like super poison. I don't know. How much poison can we withstand? I mean, we're all ingesting poison all the time anyway.
Right.
I mean, good Lord. These ain't the healthiest snacks.
Yes, they
but
are.
they're
What's
tasty
wrong
and
with that?
delish. They're tasty and delish. Oh,
You got-
good. I can't read
you got all the food
ingredients
groups
in
right there. You got
I've
bread.
got maltodextrin. I don't even. You can't pronounce 3/4 of the ingredients
Well,
in
you're
a
fine.
pack of combos.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Keep doing your news.
Well, hey, I was trying to do a little personal
What you were
anecdote
trying
to
to
the
do
story.
is what you were trying to do
I was-
is be associative with the slobs who eat snacks,
No,
because you're
'cause that's
you're
who I am.
you're Rob Lowe Jr. and all you do is eat meat and you're gonna be perfect and blah blah blah. And
No.
you're like, look here, I'm slumming it with
dude.
combos today.
I'm not slumming it, dude. My dietary intake is still not very good.
Yeah.
I just don't eat a shit ton.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's all it is. Finally, speaking of eating, Muskegon, the place to be. Taste of Muskegon gets underway today. We touched on this earlier this week,
Yes,
but
we
I
did.
thought I'd
That's
bring it
two
back.
plugs. Two
Because
plugs for us this week.
Two plugs for Ski Town this week. Two plugs specifically for the Taste, Hackley Park, the place to get your weekend eat on. See how you like that for alliteration, son? That's called broadcasting.
Wow.
That's what that is
Wow.
right there.
Wow,
Food,
wow,
music,
wow.
games, family fun for everyone. Huh? Today and tomorrow.
How about that?
That's the Taste of Muskegon.
What a way to
awesome.
pay
Don't
back
miss
your
out.
welching on us on Monday going to Grand Haven.
Welching?
You're a man of service, Dave.
I am.
You should come to
That's
town
right.
and we'll pin a medal on you.
You should. I
Mhm.
should get a key. I should get a key to somewhere.
You should.
Sports. Tigers were off. Cubs lose. They go down to Cincinnati 8-4. Was Boston beating down Dallas? Game 1 of the NBA Finals, 107-89. Edmonton, Florida, Stanley Cup set for Saturday. Game 1, 8 p.m. That's sports.
Here we are, almost July, and the Stanley Cup is getting started. Perfect. I'm still thinking hockey. Yes.
I got a question. How is June 7th almost July?
Well, you see,
You got
it's what
23 days.
Here's the thing.
It's barely June.
That's what's called an exaggeration for a point, saying that
Okay.
maybe the hockey season's going a little too long.
Mhm.
You know, most of the other arenas around the country have all got their ice washed off into the street, and they're, you know, like that. It's summer.
Yeah.
Hockey should have been done maybe 2 months ago. That's what
Every
I'm saying.
season is getting dry. Every sports season gets dragged out.
Yeah.
Now, it used to baseball used to end in early October, the
Yep.
October Classic, the World Series. Now that's been extended into November.
I know.
NFL used to end mid-January. Now it's mid, and when you add another game, which they're going to do down the road, it's going to be close to late February. We want more
I
banks.
get
Same
it.
thing
I
with the
get it.
NBA, NHL. You got some mouths to feed. So
I get it.
there we go. And I'm okay with it. I'm fine. More of that stuff is better for me. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Well, you know
love
what? It's almost July and they're still playing hockey.
It's all right. Who cares?
All
I'm
right.
not even a hockey fan, but I think it's great.
Hey, look at books for
A
$1,200.
look at books.
Hey,
Okay.
look at books.
A
This
look.
one is this one sends you home crying.
No, I ain't
Yeah.
crying today, man. I mean, I might. No, nah.
$1,200. Your whole week of gains about to be flushed. A billboard of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg is on the road west. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Jesus.
Sometimes I have a hard time seeing words.
Okay, start it over.
All right, I'll start right over. A billboard of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg is on the road west. I got to do this again.
Good God.
Well, it's written
Do
weird.
not read this shit before.
I did read it
yeah,
before.
I'm
I'm having
about
a
to
hard
do
time.
this. All right.
Look how the thing's written, right? It's written funny.
Okay.
A billboard of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg is on the road to West Egg in this 1925 novel.
1925.
1925 novel. Yep. Way back when.
Oh God.
See,
I have
told you.
no idea
I know
what
you
this
didn't.
is.
Yeah, I know.
Like I have zero. You could have screwed. In fact, I apologize for even telling you to read it over again because there's no
See?
way in hell I'm getting it anyway. What is it?
Well, let me figure out the
I can't even
totals
hazard a
first.
guess.
500 plus 11200. Oh man, you're back at that 60,000 mark.
Oh,
I gotta get this done now because I might forget. 60,700 in the hole. That would be the Great Gatsby, Dave.
great go!
Oh
The
yeah,
Great
like I knew
Gatsby,
that
he
one.
was-
Yeah.
Mr. Millen, what's your assessment of the Great Gatsby?
He was great.
Oh, I got to rewatch that. All right.
Dave, have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.
See ya!
Happy Friday, Muskegon. We'll have a cool and breezy weekend before warming up next week, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. We do have a system moving in through our area for the weekend, so there is a small chance for some rain in the first half of the day on Saturday, but Saturday night should clear up. We will cool down for the weekend as well with much cooler temperatures than we have been experiencing, but as we move into next week, we will start getting warmer temperatures back into those upper 70s. Here on our future radar, we see that Saturday around 10 a.m. it could start a little bit earlier, closer to 8 or 9, but we will experience some widespread showers across the county. It should be pretty brief though, so we should clear right back up for the afternoon. And for today, we will be dry. It'll be mostly sunny skies with a high only reaching around 66 for Muskegon County, with winds out of the west around 5 to 15 miles per hour and gusts again up to 25 miles per hour. So we are still pretty windy as we have been the past couple of days, and that should continue into Saturday. Tonight will cool down to around 56 degrees and it will be very clear with winds out of the west around 5 to 10 miles per hour and again still with some gusts around 20 miles per hour. These cooler temperatures are apparent across the county. We are in the mid 60s for pretty much every town, and by the lakeshore staying in that range of the lower 60s to the upper 50s. These cooler temperatures are sticking around for the weekend, but we do see a warm up as we move into next week. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll have a high just around 67 and a 40% chance of some rain in the first half of the day. Otherwise, we will be mostly sunny. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high around 69, and we finally start warming up as we move into next week with mostly sunshine and warmer temperatures creeping slowly back into those upper 70s, and just a small chance for some rain on Tuesday night, around a 30% chance, and there is a small chance we could see some thunderstorms as well, and we'll keep an eye on that as we move closer into next week. That is all for your Friday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great weekend.